Hi there then, folks. It's been a little while, I do apologise. Hopefully going to start trying to get back into a few more of these videos soon. But there's been a lot going on in private life, I'm afraid. However, I thought I'd like to do a little unboxing for the next project. This, again, full disclosure, I did not pay for this. This is going to be for Phoenix Aviation magazine. It is the newly reboxed, new mold but reboxed for this year, AVRO Lancaster B.III special Dambusters. So it's a big Dambuster bouncing bomb. This is now kit number A09007A. As far as I'm aware, it is basically the same kit as before. So decals by cartograph, they should be fine. The main change being the marking options, which are now AJG, so Guy Gibson's mount, and now AJW, which was John Les Munro, his mount. Still unsure which one I'll do, or if I'll do one of the ones completely different. I've got a decals sheet coming with every single one of them from the entire raid, so I might decide as I go along. Now, what have we got then? So, again, fantastic artwork on the front by, I believe, Adrian Tooby again, of AJG, Guy Gibson, Benton Bunga. I have bought some masks for it already, for the camouflage. Again, just to make life quicker and easier for me for the magazine review. Straight away in the box we have the decals, so let's have a look at them. They are, again, as I say, cartographed. They look fantastic, although I will say the red looks really dark. If you'll forgive me, I have the old mould over here. Which I was looking at for potentially using the decals from, and they are horribly out of register, so we're not going to use those. But the colour, however, is very different. So this is the new ones, and this is the old ones. Now, it's difficult to see on screen, but I think the old ones might be closer in terms of colour. Certainly not, I mean, you can see all sorts of weird things going on with the registration, so you couldn't use these old ones. They're horrible. But that definitely looks dark to me. If I can find, where are we? So I also pulled the paints out for this build, which is going to be mostly MRP. This is MRP's marking red, so World War II RAF MRP 123. That definitely looks a lot closer than that does. That looks way too dark, especially on the markings there, on the letters. Curious and curiouser. Okay, well, again, they look like they're in great register, however. Much sharper, obviously, than these old ones. And they are cartographs, so they're going to work perfectly, let's be honest. Right, instructions. See, that's all come apart, isn't it? Notes. Again, I have opened it up to take a very quick look, because I have some plans for this. So first of all, we've got a big A3 sheet, showing again Les Munro's aircraft there, colour options that you'll need, nice and clear, and Guy Gibson's aircraft. Both of these should be identical, apart from basically the markings here. Other than that, they should be basically identical. There were some subtle differences in a few of them, so we'll take a look in a bit. So, usual blurb on the front, specifications obviously of the aircraft. Oh, by the way, one little tip, if you're buying a Lancaster, you might want to figure out where you're putting it first, as I have no idea where this is going, and it's the reason why I didn't build Lancaster up until now. Actually, that's a lie. I built one when I was about 8, but that doesn't count. So again, off the box, the length of the completed build will be 302mm by 432mm, and has about 267 pieces, so medium use. So again, figure out where you're putting it first. Big old beastie. Again, in different languages there, assembly instructions, your basic do not cut here, etc. So let's get started. Okay, interesting, not starting with the cockpit. We're starting with Bombay, which of course most of it won't be seen because it'll be replaced with Dambustery things. Looks like we're going with the medium instructions. So we've not got the multiple colours, which is a bit of a shame, but still quite simple, quite clear. So Bombay going together, wing struts going on, and then we're into the cockpit. So pilot's seat all being built up. Fun fact, only the pilot had a proper seat in a Lancaster. We'll get to that in a bit. Pilot himself, quick look, is that one of the funky ones? Yes, he's got a funky face there, so that's someone won the competition. Seat going together, pilot going on if you wish to, otherwise you're going to need to source some belts from somewhere. Control stick going in, and this whole thing going down onto the Bombay. Then you have the control panel being built up with an optional decal. Yeah, for these, not sure how much it will already be seen, but still. You've got some bits on the inside going on there. You've got some clear parts, which I believe were all painted over, mind you, on the real thing. At least on the Dambuster ones, anyway. Little reminder here for something else. See step 85, page 17. Page 17. Okay, I think it's to fit that. So, okay. Yeah, some clear parts going in there. Some bits to cut off and trim and drill out, so be careful of all of those. Wing spar and Bombay all going in now, along with the rest of the cockpit. We've got some bits and pieces for the bomb aimer going in with the bomb sight, etc. We've got the navigator station being built up. Navigator station being built up. Looks like we've got a little decal for some maps, which is pretty cool. Some of the smaller details going on there. Again, some options. Which one you want, which ones you don't. That's going in behind the pilot. We've got the closed off blanking plate for the upper turrets. Of course, the Dambuster ones didn't have it. We've got the other seat going on the other side. Yes, that's right. The co-pilot already had was a little stool, pretty much. That's all. And again, the windows going in that side. Fuselage going together, so sandwiching in half. So again, the two seats will meet up. Then we've got some spars going in to the braces, which will eventually build up a little cage for the undercarriage, going onto the upper wing, and again upper wing on the other side, with again paint call outs. So that's all simple enough. Then we've got the lower wings going on. Some little touch there with the navigation lights. So lower wings going on, so it should start actually looking like a Lancaster now. Then we've got tails coming together. Again, separate tails. Looks like we've got, say, posable flaps, all this kind of thing, which is pretty cool. Oh, we've got radiators then. Remember to paint the inside of the tail. Radiators going together and then going into the engines. Be careful of the engines, obviously there's 4 of them and they're all different. Yes, they are handed. For those mosquito fans amongst us. Just shrouds going in rather than exhausts again, because late night bombing, low level and all that kind of jazz, so keeps things simple, I guess. Again, building up more bits and pieces, more again, That's the other engine on the other side. Now you're building the inner engines, which are going to be, of course, slightly different because they also hold the wheel wells. So we're building up a panel for the back side there. So in there somewhere. Okay, then they're going in over the top of these cages that you've already built. Then the inner ones just going on. Nice and simple. Looks like we've got a single piece undercarriage doors need to be cut apart. Hate that. Why? In this day and age, if of course you're going to do it wheels down. If not, I guess it's better. You got obviously the option there, which way around you want to do it. And then wheels down, you got the undercarriage going on. Again, laying it all out, different aluminium colours. Starts getting a bit muddy here, if I'm honest, trying to figure out where the hell they're going. Hope that's going to start making more sense when the model's actually in front of you, as that's starting to get a little bit messy now and not quite so clear. Okay, again, very, very careful. You've got various options here as to, wheels down, wheels up, flaps down, flaps up. So it makes a difference with the back again of the inner engines. A little cone there that changes. You have to have a different one, depending on which way around you wish to model the aircraft. We've got some plates going in above the engines to close them in. And then we're starting on the tail planes. Again, they've got opposable sections, which is nice. Right, then you've got a section going in to change this from a normal bomb bay into a dambuster. So, one moment. Let me just go back for a second, because I've just suddenly thought of something. Yeah. So they only showed one option for the lower fuselage turret. Again, an actual turret there was very rare in a Lancaster. But some of the Dambuster ones had a single Browning poking out through that plate, which is why, where we got to, where's it gone? You can actually see it there. So it'll be interesting to see if these parts are there, because if you wish to do, for example, AJT, which is Johnny Johnson's Dambuster, the last remaining Dambuster alive, you do need those parts. It's the main difference between certain aircraft. Okay, back to this though. We have the motor for the bomb going on. Again, small details there. You got the swing arms going on, and the sway brace itself. Then you got the sections closing in the rear of the bomb bay. Gears going in. For some reason now they're switched to doing the wheels, but okay. So the tails are all going on. Tail wheel going on. The main wheels are going on. And the some nose glazing. You've got that section again for the spotlight. Didn't see one at the rear. Again, just going back through. Might still be later on, maybe. But yeah, spotlight going in up the nose. We're going into the Johnny Johnson's area of expertise. The tail. No, sorry, he was bombing. What am I talking about? You got the tail gunner all going together. Those poor chaps. So that's all being built up nice and slowly. So building up the main, then the glass going in, rear piece going in. Then you've got the machine guns going in, which is really handy. So you can keep them off till later if need be. That would be handy. And then, sorry, you got the nose going on. Nose can't be put on later, so you'll need to be careful of those. But hopefully the bomb aimer's window should help you there. Some smaller details going in. Cockpit going together, so be very careful of multi-piece cockpit. It's not telling you to paint the area behind there black unless it told you earlier. No, don't think so. Oh, it did there. There you go. So, fair enough. Because, yeah, that's still technically inside the cockpit. Now starting to put the props together. Nice and simple, nothing too clever going on there. Props going on finally, some other little actuators for the flaps. And now we're going back to the bomb. So it looks like we have a bomb trolley, if you wish to display it out of the aircraft, which is a really nice piece. Some decals there for the details. Or, of course, it can go straight in the aircraft, ready to go. And again, that little turret's being shown. Interesting. Okay. Right, parts. Unsurprisingly, one big bag. Dear God, Airfix, I wish you wouldn't do this. Right. Okay. Proof, obviously, whilst I have quickly opened this to stick some bits and pieces in, I haven't actually opened the kit. So, again, I've only ever seen the really old mould. I haven't seen the new one. So this is going to be quite interesting. I haven't... God, sorry, folks. Look at something that falls out. And put it in there just in case anyway. Okay, what do we have here? So first of all, we have the clear parts. Have a quick look at them. So first inspection, they look really, really nice. We've got a nice shaded area here for this, which I don't think is actually used for this particular aircraft, but you can see there, crystal clear. Looking nice. The rear turret, nose turret. We've still got the parts up for the upper turret, even though it's not going to need them. Different choices of nose there. You can see the difference there. One's sticking out more. And you've got the little windows there. Again, the actual windows are clear, and the rest of it is sort of ever so slightly smoked. You can see that there. Yeah, we wouldn't need that for this, but still pretty cool. The whole bits box. I think that was some sort of early radar, if I remember right. Okay, right. So, first sprue, we have the important one. Dambuster sprue. So, Dambuster bomb itself. Some lovely detail there towards the edges. Fun fact, it wasn't even really a bomb. It was a mine. Gear. It's rudimentary, but it will do. And the swing braces, etc. We've got different wheels for the trolley, which again, there's your bit there. Got a section for the blanking plate. I think that's at the front. No, it must be the rear. That's the back, isn't it? The two-part back that holds the gear in. That's all looking pretty nice. On the back side, you can actually see most of the parts. Again, the actual injection marks are off the parts, which is nice. Again, can't see any injection marks where you would actually see them. They all seem to be pretty hidden. There's some on pieces like this, for example, but again, that's the side you'll actually see, so that's fine. Liking that. Seems to be the slightly harder dark plastic by. Yeah. Apparently some people like that kind of thing. Right, we've got the big fat wheels, which look like they've got slight weight on. Again, it should be the balloon tyres for a dambuster. Not the nice ones with the tread. Really nice clear. Again, this is actual Bombay, most of which will be hidden, but it's got some nice detail to it anyway. And one of the spars there. More importantly though, how's that wing looking? So that looks lovely. Again, nice and simple. They haven't gone mad with the riveter or anything like that. Typical Airfix, really keep things simple. You can see on the camera, looks like some stress marks there, but you really can't feel them. So that's fine. And then to the fuselage itself. That, however, is indefinite indentation, which isn't so good. What we don't have is any sort of riveting at all. Again, around this area, there should be some up and down rivets. You can go mad if you like with the old riveter, but you could see them on the real thing. Again, the section for the turret we won't be using. That's very thin there, very thin. But nice, no flash, nothing like that. Nice and simple looking. Again, we've got some lovely detail on the inside there. Again, injection markers well out of the way. So the inside of the wheel wells and the inside of the flaps. So all these holes should be there. They were lightening holes, not lightning, lightening. Make it lighter. And tails again, they're looking nice. A little tiny bit mold release agent on that. So just be careful of that. Again, any injection marks are well out of the way of things you'll see. We've got a couple on in here. Just there is annoying, and just, well, that one will be covered. That one might be able to see, but I think it's going to be like obstructed by all the things going on. Got nothing else, obviously, the rest of the inside of the aircraft at all. You're not going to see it, it's all going to be blackened out. Okay, and then we've got the other side. So we've got the underside wings here, which look lovely. Some lovely ribbed effect on the ailerons there. Again, nothing in the way of riveting detail, but the panel lines are all nice and straight, nice and clear. They're not massively overdone, just enough to make that black interesting. So crude all there. Yeah, if you look by my thumb, sorry, it makes my nails look horribly dirty. They're really not, I swear. You see, it's actually quite restrained for Airfix's standards. Again, under black paint, you'll want to be a bit. Again, that looks very thin, but you can't feel it at all. There's no corresponding hole there to try and fill. Although, can't tell if that's something at the front or not. Sorry. No, I don't think so. I think it's just the light. So again, we've got the other tail. Blanking place from inside there. Some little details which will end up inside the wheel wells. That's the other wheel, which looks nice enough. And again on the inside there, some details around which again will all be dressed up anyway. So that all looks nice. Again, I can't really see any ejection marks apart from possibly that one that you might maybe be able to see, but again, that will be dressed up with extra parts, as we know. Okay, now the interesting ones. So, what do we have here? So, we've got the full engines complete with the exhausts, even though you won't be using them. We've got these blanking plates again from front of the engine with a tiny little bit of detail, yay! Some nice detail on the radiators there. Multiple pieces. Some very fine looking. I'll have to go and check. Did they use the blade propellers or the paddle types? Not sure. To go and find out, but it doesn't matter because you've got both sharp pointy ones and paddle ones. So if you disagree with the instructions or check your research, we've got some nice cannons here. They've got some little tiny detail on. Again, be very, very careful in, they're quite delicate. We've got the engine fronts that, again, thanks to slide mold technology, have some nice radiators already molded in anyway. Probably quite difficult to paint that, but still. And again, just the injection marks on the inside of the engine where you won't be able to see it. Nothing on the propellers or anything silly like that, which is good. I don't know what that part was for. No, won't be. Okay. Then we have this sprue here, again with some more pieces here. So we've got plate for the upper turret, you won't be needing that. We've got our little pilot dude, it's just the one, who is the fairly standard World War II dude. That's all fair. Looks like we've got a piece missing here, which hopefully is that on the deck there. Hopefully it's not damaged. You know, it should be one of the landing gear sections. I'm just searching this for something in particular. Do you want to guess what? These pieces are all beautiful though. These are all the little aerials and bits and bobs. All wonderfully fine, wonderfully detailed. You've got the control yoke there. Again, more pieces for the undercarriage, which looks wonderfully fine. Big Bombay doors, won't need them. They'll look quite nice though if you do decide to do something that's not a dambuster. They do have some injection marks on the inside, however, that would need cleaning up if you were using them, and it does look like the undercarriage doors do as well, which is a bit of a shame. We've got the blanking plates for the upper and lower. So where would the one with the hole be? Okay. We go back to that previous one. Yeah. We have a blanking plate with a hole in. Yeah. For a single machine gun ammo. It looks like we do have the parts for it if you did want to do one of the others. We have some stunningly tight detail on the inside of these flaps and ailerons here, which I'm really liking. Again, plenty of smaller details here, including the pilot's seat, which looks really nice. Bracing and stuff, bit of cleaning on those, I think. Needed, that'll be alright. Got the different sections for the behind the engines. Righto, okay. Tail wheel there. More machine guns with tiny little holes in, which is nice. Like all of those. Didn't hear that. That control panel. Superb. Okay. Right, so apart from that being knocked off, my thoughts are I'm really looking forward to this. So again, slightly unsure about those decals. We'll take a look at that as we go through. Again, still unsure whether I'll use the majority of them anyway. I may use some masks or something. But yeah, again, it's the 80th anniversary of the Dambusters this year. We are in May. So I think we're, memory corrects me, I think we're about a week away from the 80th anniversary of the Dambusters raid. So I think it was around 16th or something like that ish. I'm sure someone in the comments will put me right. So we really are very, very close now to the time when they would have, you know, a lot of very, very young men. Again, Guy Gibson was in his early 30s when he died on a later raid. He was wing commander of this entire operation, the forming of 617 Squadron, the whole raid, everything. And I think he was 23 when he did it. Absolutely insane. So yeah, no pressure for me to get this done and do a good job of it. So I hope you'll join me, and we'll see if we can make them proud and do a good job of it. Really looking forward to this. We'll see you soon. You guys all take care. Thank you. Bye bye.